What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by and hope everyone's having a great day. This is Josh, as always, from Vault Hunters Union, and I just wanted to share a shitty experience I've had recently with NCIX. So as some of you guys may know, I've recently been in the market for a new gaming computer. I've decided to get rid of my Alienware computer, and I've decided to build my own custom computer. So I went through NCIX because they price match, and because I heard that they're pretty good at shipping and stuff like that. And I've heard some good and some bad things about the customer service, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to save a bit of money. I am going to go ahead and order this computer and get it all done through NCIX. So basically, I used PC Power Picker, built an entire computer, ordered everything off NCIX, price match, and everything like that. Now, I had some payment issues at the start because my bank basically declined the payment because it was an abnormally large payment, over $2,500. So the bank denied it because it's an unfamiliar, freakishly high payment based on my tendency, my spending, my spending habits on my account. They denied the payment, so NCIX, they were declined. They contacted me saying the payment was rejected. They canceled the order, blah, blah, blah. So I managed to get that all sorted out. That was annoying enough because I ordered the computer on April 20th on the weekend, so I had to wait till after the weekend to sort it out. It was horrible, but I got it all sorted out. That's not NCIX's fault, but that was why this whole dialogue began. I realized I could reach out to NCIX by email, and I did. And what transpired from that, everything was done through the exact same person, this gentleman named Michael Dowd or something like that. This whole conversation was done between me and him over the course of a couple days, and he gave some contradicting answers. I almost wonder if it was different people, and I'm just going to share it with you. Ultimately, everything worked out in the end for me. But, this put a sour taste in my mouth, and I will never order from NCIX again. So here we go, guys. So after the payment issue was all sorted out, Michael got back to me and told me that everything was done with no issues, which is great. Glad to hear that, they're getting back to their customers. That's really good. I'm big on customer service. So I responded and said, hello, thanks for getting back to me. Do you think the items will ship tomorrow? Also, are all the parts I ordered in stock in Ontario? So Michael got back to me a short time later. I was really actually impressed with the response time on some of these emails. That's pretty good. That's great customer service again. So he says, "Hi Josh, due to stock availability, the blank and the blank will need to be shipped from our BC warehouse. All of your other items will be shipped from the Ontario warehouse." I blanked out the items because I'm going to do unboxing videos for all of them. But, the two items that are in question here are the power supply and the RAM. So basically what he's saying here is that those two items need to be shipped from BC. I'm in Ontario, but everything else is going to be shipped from the Toronto warehouse, which is fine. I don't really care. So then I pretty much replied and told him, thanks for getting back to me, blah, blah, blah. So then he said, "Thanks for understanding. Please let us know if there's anything else we can assist with." So then I responded and said, "There is. Could you tell me if my items shipped out today?" This was actually the next day I sent this. And Michael responded again later on that day and said, "Hi Josh, all but one of your items will be shipped out today and tomorrow morning. One of the items, the blank, which is in this case the motherboard, is to be transferred from a store to our warehouse as we are currently sold out of the item in either warehouse. This particular item will be shipped out from BC due to the closest availability I have listed at the time." Now this is the first contradiction because in just the email the night before from this same gentleman, he told me every item was in stock in Toronto, there was lots of stock, and that the only two items, the power supply and the RAM, were going to be shipped out from BC. Now I'm being told that the motherboard has to be transferred from a store to the warehouse, from the warehouse to me. That's fine. I was kind of skeptical about this, but then I was like, whatever, they're still looking out for me. They're going to take the item out of a store just for the purpose of shipping it across the country to me. That's okay. It's kind of an inconvenience, but it is what it is. You can't always get what you want. So I kind of dealt with it and said, "Thanks for getting back to me. How much of a delay, blah, blah, blah." So that's pretty much it up to this point. I kind of leave everything as it is, and eventually I get an email, which was now on April 24th. I got an email later on in the evening that said that all my items have been shipped out, and then this is when things get really skeptical because now I realize that everything that Michael told me was a complete lie. So what you guys are now looking at is essentially my shipping email. You can see at the top everything is blanked out, my personal information as well as the items. So you'll see the 3 items that have been shipped. The package was so big that it was shipped out in 3 different items. So there at the top you'll see the Courier Ground, which is going to be my BC items, and then Courier Express, which is my Toronto items. Everything is pretty much actually here now at this point, but anyway, except for obviously the motherboard and the PSU and the RAM. But anyway, so then you see my personal information below that, but then below that you'll see back ordered. So there's 2 items that are back ordered. The other one of them is a CD drive. That's not really that big of a deal. I don't really want one anyway. The other thing is the motherboard. So first I was told that it's in stock in Toronto and will be coming with my bulk order. Then I was told it's not in stock, it's going to be coming from BC because it has to be shipped from a store. I was fine with that. Now it's on back order, and then I checked the site and it's no longer in stock in the store. So now I am pissed. This is when it got kind of irritating because I'm ready to deal with this first thing in the morning, but because I'm 3 hours ahead of where NCIX's location, their head office is, I have to wait till noon because they open at 9. It's extremely irritating, but whatever. So then finally I get a hold of them and I tell them that I want to cancel this order because I'm going to order my motherboard from somewhere else that has it in stock. And she says, "Oh, good news. It's in stock. It's all of a sudden it's in stock in Toronto. It's in stock everywhere, so it's going to be shipping out." So then, it kind of worked out for me in the end because the motherboard is on its way. However, I sent another email to NCIX support to try to get something back from Michael to see what he has to say. And basically, what I said to Michael was that I was told the motherboard was in stock, but you must be shipped from another store to the warehouse first. The email I just got regarding shipping indicates the motherboard is on back order. I'm not waiting for this to come in stock, blah, blah, blah. I sent that to them, and then I called NCIX. Right, sorry. I sent the email to Michael. Then I called NCIX. She told me everything, that, it's in stock. It's actually going to ship out probably today. So then Michael responds to me, "Hi Josh, that shouldn't be. As I can see here, we do have ample stock in our warehouse. I've emailed my warehouse to ensure it gets shipped out and to advise me if there's any issues, but as far as I can tell, they're currently processing the motherboard for shipment now." So all of a sudden, he gives me another contradictory answer, and this put an extremely sour taste in my mouth. In summary, guys, I would not order from them because they don't work together. Their communication is shit, and their customer service is not very good. The same guy is giving me 3 or 4 different answers on stuff, and I will never order from this company again. I advise you to not do the same thing. That's my opinion, not yours. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Peace out.